mean, this group DarkSide, there's been this global hue and cry about this attack on Colonial, but they have not stopped their hacking activity over the past 24 hours. I'm told they have posted on the dark web the names of 3 additional companies that they are claiming that they have attacked. The 3 companies, one of which is in the United States. The first victim company is in Illinois. It's got revenues in excess of about $50 million. It's a technology services reseller. The second 2 companies are outside the United States. One is in Brazil. It's a reseller of renewable energy products. And the third one is in the UK. It's in the construction industry. So 3 relatively large, but not globally significant, I would say, companies now have had information about them posted on the DarkSide website on the dark web, which is called DarkSide Leaks, sort of an allusion to WikiLeaks. This may be an indication that there's an ongoing negotiation now between the hackers and these 3 companies. We've reached out to the companies. We'll bring any confirmation that we get from those companies. But remember, this is a group, DarkSide, which expressed some regret earlier in the week for the hack on Colonial Pipeline, suggesting that they didn't want to do any more attacks that have broad social consequences, the likes of which you guys were just talking about in terms of gas prices. Here, though, is an indication that they continue their hacking activity, looking at companies and looking to get paid by those companies, and perhaps to stay a little bit under the radar by attacking companies that are relatively smaller than Colonial Pipeline or less significant geostrategically. Nonetheless, this hacking group does not seem to be intimidated by the U.S. response, the federal government, and the worldwide hue and cry about this. They continue to post these, and just 3 more over the past 24 hours or so is what we're told by experts in this field.
Do we happen to know anything more about when Colonial thinks they'll be able to get the gas back on? And will that be because they will have solved the hack or because they will have paid the hackers who then released the hack?
Tyler, that is the important question at the center of all this, and we just don't know. Neither Colonial nor the White House is responding to questions about whether or not they're going to pay these hackers. And we don't know what price is being demanded here or whether Colonial has decided or has already paid it. We know that the Energy Secretary said yesterday Colonial was going to hit a decision point today, after which they would know whether they could restart the pipeline or not. We don't know why that decision point was coming today. Was that because they've already paid the hackers and they know that they're getting the data back as of this afternoon? Or was that because they've come up with some technical fix to all this and they've figured out a way to work around the hackers? We just don't know the answer to that. Jen Psaki, the White House press secretary, was asked if the U.S. government knows whether or not Colonial has paid the hackers off yet, and she declined to answer that question. She said a lot of words but didn't actually answer the question about whether or not, A, the government knows whether Colonial is going to pay or not, or B, whether she feels that the public should know whether a pipeline owner like this has paid off Russian hackers.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.